A lot of people are saying or asking, is Jay-Z next? Again, Sister Jaguar Wright been talking about this. Jaguar Wright says Diddy better start snitching. Jay-Z is next. Calls out celebs who support.
What if your closest friend got caught up in something so shady you had to choose between loyalty and doing what's right? That's the dilemma Jay-Z faced with Diddy. This wasn't some petty argument, it was a decision that could reshape the entire hip-hop scene. You might think you know what happened, but believe me, the full story is way more complicated than you expect.
So what are your thoughts on all the his celebrity friends that denounced those allegations and were like, this is false, and they were saying, yeah, should they speak up now? Should they speak up now?
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit. For the victims who have been too afraid to come forward because the diddler has been running around with impunity.
The diddler.
It's time for all of the victims to come forward. But for the people that have been denying it, you know what? Let's not be coy. I am Jaguar. So let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going?
I mean, you're hitting it off.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Off of Justin Bieber alone.
Now, Carisha and Rick Ross just sat down together at an interview.
I know. Two Diddy doo-wop ops. What a reunion. Only thing they got
Now,
Will Diddy start snitching?
she threw it up. Yeah,
he better. He better. But the only thing I'm interested in him talking about is...
So, I know what she's saying, like, Diddy, again, this is all on if he make it to trial, but probably in order for him to get less time, he's going to have to take down a lot of people with him. That's the main reason why I said I don't know if it's going to make it to trial. Because if Diddy talks, ooh-wee. Oh. Unless he's like just done. Unless he's like, I can't do no 20 years in jail. So like if they say, we're going to give you 30 years. If you talk, we give you 20. I don't know. I can't do no 20 years. I ain't going to say nothing. I already know what she about to say.
Everything he knows about Kathy Coriana White.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
I'm interested in him talking about is everything he knows about Kathy Coriana White. See, I know you know what happened to Corey. Diddy, I know that. You and Jay-Z down in Vegas at Tao with Claudia. Why don't you just talk about Kathy? That might help. That might help a lot.
I was saying, those who don't know who Kathy is.
Kathy Coriana White, Jay-Z's pregnant mistress.
Yes.
Who died 24 hours after she announced that she was going public. with their relationship and the baby while he was married to Beyonce.
Remember when Jay-Z and Diddy were inseparable, the ultimate power duo in hip-hop? They ruled the game together, building empires from selling CDs out of their trunks to dominating the industry with Roc Nation and Bad Boy Records. Their parties were legendary, with champagne flowing and A-listers fighting for invites. But it wasn't just about the glitz and glamour. They had each other's backs through thick and thin. When Jay needed advice, Diddy was there. When Diddy wanted to expand, Jay was right by his side. Together, they were unstoppable.
Or are you the one who paid the same coroner that you... Oh, Diddy, you should talk.
Do you feel the federal government will probably speak to Jay-Z in regards?
They already have.
No.
They talked to him before he made that Super Bowl announcement. Isn't that interesting? He was questioned by the feds before he made the Super Bowl announcement. Blink twice.
Oh. I still haven't seen that movie.
Oh, this about to get fun for me.
See?
Let me ask.
There's nothing like, have you ever seen what happens to a rat when it's trapped in a heated environment?
Oh, it'll eat through anything.
Claw eat its way through anything. So I want y'all to imagine this. I got Jay-Z on his back with his stomach exposed. Diddy is the rat that I'm using. And I'm going to take a metal trash can and put it right on Jay-Z's stomach with Diddy right in there. And I'm going to heat that bitch up and see what he eat through. Fuck you, Sean. Both of y'all. I got you, bitch. I told you.
As the U.S. attorney came on and spoke on the indictment, next to him you see 6 U.S. AUSAs, his assistant attorneys. I believe 1 pregnant, 1 a little older, but all white women. What are your thoughts on that when you see 6 women assisting the U.S. attorney?
A small choruses of Nancy Graces?
Basically.
I think it's fabulous.
Yeah. Need it.
Oh,
Sean P. Combs, he's a bad guy. Man, can't wait to see it.
In this game, nothing lasts forever. Rumors began circulating about cracks in Jay and Diddy's friendship, Jay skipping Diddy's parties, Diddy not backing Jay's ventures. The tension was palpable, and the gossip spread quickly. Then, one day, everything changed. What really went down? The streets are buzzing, but no one knows the full story. After that day, their bond was broken, and trust was shattered. And that's just the beginning. There's more to this tale, and it's about to flip everything you thought you knew about loyalty in the game.
Not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere. Forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
There's been, damn. Now, she goes in a little deeper. Here it is, 1150, where she specifically calls them out again.
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well.
Jay-Z and Beyonce is who she just named.
They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. Pierce.
Dude, that's either super stupid of her or super gutsy, Lewis. It's hard to sort of tell what's going on there, but those are some fierce words coming in from Jaguar Wright. What are your reactions there?
Scary. I hope none of this is true, but we'll wait and see. I think she brought up an excellent point, because we tend to always vilify social media. And I didn't mention this during the show while we were live, but social media could do some good. It could elevate people's voice and give a voice to people that wouldn't have a voice in the past and stuff. So, and then, I don't know if you're going to run it, but after this, a lawyer suggested she had to lawyer her up and stuff. And I don't know this lady. I haven't followed her. I don't know. Her body language seems to indicate that she's sure of what she says. But then there's a few instances where it looks kind of like an act. So I'm on the fence there as far as maybe there's some truth and maybe there's some not truth.
Well, Vlad TV came on after and pretty much just completely negated everything.
Well, Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't really co-sign anything that she says. I've never had her on my show, and I don't have any plans to have her on my show.
You don't believe her?
She had an album in 20 years, and a lot of this stuff is just stuff she's heard, things she's making up, and so forth. I'm not saying that there aren't serious things that Diddy may have done, but yeah, I can't co-sign anything that Jaguar Wright is saying.
I'm not sure if there's saying that he may have done. Dude, it was weird because I've never had an issue with Vlad. I guess didn't pay attention enough, but he's pretty much signing for Diddy the whole time and just completely calls out Jaguar, but then goes ahead and makes his own conspiratorial sort of thoughts, as Lewis and I noticed throughout it. It was pretty shocking. So, and then, yes, this is the lawyer. I don't have her name, but she came on. She was wonderful. She called them both. She called Vlad a culture vulture, and she called for what he's done to black artists. And she said Jaguar needs to get a lawyer to be careful. She's the same one that says she's seen the tape with the high-level celebrity, which she told Pierce is shockingly higher than Diddy, bigger. And Pierce was kind of, wow, really? They're now talking about, are they going to be able to buy that tape? It was a little confusing, but the full Pierce Morgan's there available for you to check out. But these aren't the only names coming out. I wanted to take a moment to focus on this Ashton Kutcher article that just dropped while we were live as well, which he's apparently not on the Fed's radar in the Diddy case, contrary to news reports. Really, Ashton? Huh? Now, reports were saying he was concerned about getting dragged into the case, but federal investigators do not have him in their crosshairs, TMZ has learned. Multiple sources with direct knowledge of the Diddy probe tell TMZ Ashton is in no way a target of the federal criminal investigation, including Diddy. I'm sorry, excuse me? Since when do the feds tell TMZ who's in and who's not? This is such BS. Such BS. He's been so nervous putting it out there. Oh, Diddy's going to leak something that's not true. He's so preemptively now trying, and this is now an additional piece. And I'm like, are you actually hiding something, brother? A source close to Ashton tells TMZ, Ashton, that's what it at least seems to me, that this narrative has got to stop. Ashton has nothing to do with this. Zero involvement, zero knowledge of these Diddy activities. Ashton, like everyone else in Hollywood, attended a Diddy party 12